Hello, I'm Kelly Mantle. Hello, I'm Kelly Mantle. Hello, I'm Kelly Mantle. And this is the Kelly Mantle Show. Won't you come inside the Kelly Mantle studio? Do you know what makes me happy? An Irish whiskey and an Irish goodbye. Please, I am begging of all my listeners and my friends and my family and especially my foes, please start practicing the procedure of an Irish goodbye. I can't think of anything that's more of a buzzkill than someone needing to go around a party and make sure they hug everyone, say goodbye over and over and over when you could have just scooted out and nobody would have even noticed. Because we're going to see each other again tomorrow on Instagram when we post our pictures from the event and we can comment and say it was so lovely to see you. And then I'll respond with a bunch of hearts. And your followers and my followers can go follow each other. And that is how you say goodbye. So please, start practicing the Irish goodbye. After all, I could save your life. Welcome to the Kelly Mantle Show. Yesterday, last year, I interviewed Tammie. And today, which is tomorrow, of this time last year, this week, Tammie's going to introduce and interview me. It's a meeting of the minds, a meeting of kindred spirits, a meeting of mockingbirds searching for their mother. It's my BFF, my Thelma to my Louise. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you Tammie Brown.
Hello, it's me, Tammie Brown. Welcome to Kelly's Talks. I'm your co-host here, and it could be 5 o'clock somewhere with the 5 o'clock news or 10 times midnight.
Somewhere it's 1 o'clock.
And shout out to the great, long-lost Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy Buffett, a man of cruise ships and leisure and luxury.
One of my favorite albums is The Last Mango in Paris.
Really?
What's yours?
One of my favorite albums?
Of Jimmy Buffett's, please.
Oh, I don't know Jimmy Buffett that well.
Oh, you don't?
I don't. I'm not familiar with his catalog of work.
It's Jolly Man. You don't know the song Jolly Man?
Oh, I wish I did.
Man,
I
it's
know.
great.
I gotta
If
get
the
into
phone
Jimmy
doesn't
Buffett.
ring, you know that it's me. I'll be out in the eye of the storm.
So that's where you got that great line from the Browns, was from the Jimmy
Jimmy
Buffett
Buffett
song.
song.
I love when
Last
people
Mango.
improv song lyrics as dialogue. That's one of my favorite things in the world, too. And we do it so fucking much on the Browns, and I love it.
But that doesn't make it a jukebox musical.
Hell no. This ain't no jukebox musical. This is a real deal.
And we're not going to pay for Shakespeare because it's probably free anyways.
And I don't even know what they're saying in the first place.
Do you like Shakespeare, Kelly
I
Mantle?
love Shakespeare. I love Pink. I love Pink, and I love Shakespeare.
Your favorite part of Pink is watching her twirl and whirl?
My favorite part of Pink is her duet with Steven Tyler called Misery. Oh, misery. And she gets real bluesy with Steven Tyler. It's amazing.
I kissed a girl and I liked her.
You did. Happened to Katy Perry. Come back to the five and dime. Katy Perry, Katy Perry, Katy Perry.
So I have a question for you. Recently, See You in the Magazines, my song, right, was quoted by Jules, right? Jules wrote in a message. and
Jewel? Who
Jewel, the
will
singer, I go,
save your soul
uh-huh.
when it comes to fire.
Very good. If you were running for the Chad Michael impersonation, you'd do it
love
well.
Jewel. We're like BFFs on Instagram now. I just want to say that.
And she loved the song. What?
She loved, yes, the music video that of yours that I was in. As I posted it to my account, and she loved it and commented on it. And what is the name of the song? See You in the Magazine.
See you in the
right? Yeah.
magazine. It's like my walkout scene from RuPaul's Drag Race.
And I was Sheila in it on a telephone. Because you do love your telephones.
Oh, I love telephones.
You're always trying to connect to another side.
Well, there's one thing about the chords that I like so much.
Really? Tell me about it.
You can wrap yourself in them and unravel yourself later.
I like that. Do you strangle yourself?
I don't play auto asphyxiation or anything
No.
like that. You?
I don't. I mean, I used to when I was younger. I used to strangle myself with umbilical cord. Not the umbilical cord. What's it called? The telephone cord.
That's a sad thing when the baby does strangle itself with an umbilical cord.
No, and I used to, but not for real. I'd be like, oh look, it's a scarf or something, you know.
That's swell, isn't it?
I loved my telephone cord. I really miss having a telephone cord.
I've always actually
You know,
enjoyed...
you would have to master manipulate where you were going to carry the phone, especially if you were in the middle of an argument or something you didn't want to give up. You were just trying to still get shit done and carry this goddamn cord and it's pulling. I loved it. It was a dilemma.
Did you ever pretend it was a vintage 1950s or 1940s microphone in your microphone? Not microphone,
All
but
the
microphone,
time.
and you're holding and pulling the cord across the room? Oh, baby, que paso? Let me see your Tootsie Roll. Ding, 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 ding. Hello, I'm the phone operator.
Oh, yeah.
No, but I had a microphone stand that I bought at Radio Shack. Remember those stores?
Yeah.
Okay, so I bought this microphone stand because I wanted to pretend to be like Tina Turner with the microphone stands. And I did it. That's how I learned how to work the
What
microphone
would you
stand.
say? Nutbush singing.
I sang them all. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Celine Dion does some of the best Tina Turner covers.
Rum-pum-pum-pum.
Little Boy and His Drum. Did you like that song during Christmas in your youth?
Which one?
Little Boy and His Drum.
Wait, didn't Tina Turner? I feel like Tina Turner did Little Drummer Boy or something. Didn't she?
Never.
No.
Now, but did you enjoy that song, Little Drummer Boy?
I love Little Drummer Boy.
Okay. Can you pretend to perform?
They told me pa-rum pum 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 rum 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 I newborn king to see pa-rum pum 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 rum
I'm doing my hand
Rum.
motions right now.
rum
Pretending I have a baby in my hands. And I'm the virgin queen.
Queers drink beers.
That's what I said. And they go, oh,
Queers drink beers.
They said that's because you're from some hick part of town or something. I said, really? I like a Guinness. I would like to be sponsored by Guinness. How about
Pop
that?
me a good old fucking Lone Star, honey, and put it in a koozie. And let me sit out in the sun with my baby oil on. Honey,
Oh,
my
you're tanning.
keychains and my slushy from 7-Eleven, honey.
Why don't you mix them together and make like a slushy latte?
Yes, you always gotta put a little tequila in it, you know, for a little sunrise.
She said that I should have a tequila sunrise with Michael Caddy down there in Baja California with hashtag Gay Gibson. Remember her
Hashtag Gay Gibson.
in her wheelchair?
Well, the first time I met Gay, she was climbing down the stairs
Uh-huh. At where?
at the Casita del Campos.
That's where I met.
And we were in the dressing room, and yes, that was...
And you and I used to go to the Casita del Campo all the time. And we used to perform with Jer Bear Joneses.
Jer Bear Jones. Jer Bear just DM'd me recently.
This must be Kismet.
The Nail Tapper, I think, is their Instagram. I love fucking Jer Bear Jones.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Model for me. Remember the song?
Model for me.
Model for me.
Like
Model
a
for
pretty
me.
pony. And what was the other one? It said, get your tube top out of my tube sock drawer.
And her art is what's his all-around art. Really. So Kelly,
You know what I love? I love that one of your new big things is not apologizing.
what the
Being unapologetic. That is you have to.
Well, I'm going to tell you the truth. The problem with this country, the United States of America, Kelly,
Yes, tell me.
okay, is that everybody's, I dropped a paper. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I shut the door. Oh, I'm sorry. Move along.
Who has time for the formality?
Oh, there's a snag on my dress. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, go fuck yourself. The problem with this country is everybody's fucking apologizing, and I'm fed up with it.
What?
But, we should take action and make changes here. Now, I hope this works.
What about the snag on the clothing?
Oh, it's hanging out my tag. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Just like we dropped a fucking bomb and we're over here apologizing. We're mass shootings, but we're apologizing for a snag on a t-shirt or because you dropped a paper, or because you didn't
Just
put the lid
because they
down.
left the sensor on the item when you get home and you have to take it back the next day.
And you
get it
apologize.
removed, and you apologize.
The sensor, thank you.
For
Like at
their
Target.
mistake.
Target. How does that make you feel, Kelly
It
Mantles?
makes me feel mighty real, mighty real.
To have watched that documentary about Edelweiss, how was that?
Oh, my little dog was named Edelweiss. I had Edelweiss for like 13 years before she crossed over.
Before she croaked. That means croaked means died.
It
Yes, it
means
is.
crossed over.
Jesus Christ on a wire hanger.
Jesus
Now that
Christ
would be a miracle.
isn't real.
Well, I believe Jesus did exist. Do you?
This is what I have a problem with.
What do you have a problem with? Thinking about God on a wire hanger, Jesus, little baby Jesus,
You
and
think-
he lights off and floats away because it would be light, right? Because
Well,
you know when you die, you go to the light, so it'd be a little light floating off the hanger, and that's for all the women out there.
They think someone parted the Red Sea. They think someone got two of every animal onto an ark to coexist with one another for 40 days and 40 nights. And they've been waiting on this person to come back to life for almost 2,000 years.
Well, too bad,
So how come none of that stuff has ever happened since then?
because I'll tell you something.
Tell me. What?
It's mind-boggling.
Oh, you look troubled. You look trembling. You look terrified. You look tantalizing.
Oh, okay, here we go.
It's wonderful.
Have you ever eaten prunes?
I have not ever eaten prunes.
Do you think Dr. Pepper's cool?
I love Diet Coke.
Diet Dr. Pepper? Have you ever the Diet Dr. Pepper with the coconut flavor? It's really good as a sugar replacement.
I love a little coconut in my life. It's like going to Hawaii.
Do you know that I cover myself in coconut oil?
Do you really?
Yes, I've been doing it for 11 years
It's
already.
very good. You also use raw avocado on your face.
Of course, it's a beautiful,
I
beautiful
love
thing.
that. And you also, what's the thing you do where you shove your toes into the dirt?
Oh, that's called grounding.
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 Tell me about that.
Grounding is a good thing. You walk around on the soil for about 10 minutes, and then it just goes through the body, and you connect with the earth. It feels good too. It's nice. And then sometimes you can put your hands in it, and especially where I live in is that Rockport, Fulton, Texas. Yeah, I put this soil on my hands and I smell it. Oh, it smells really good. And actually, I can smell it now.
What
I
does
can
it
think of it and
smell
smell it. It just has a smell of like decay of the leaves, the oak leaves, the oak trees,
That's
and the mushrooms and stuff. There's a lot of stuff there. A lot of stuff's beautiful. Are you a unicorn fag?
I can't say that I am, but I'm not opposed to it.
Close your eyes. Okay, great. I can see that you closed your eyes. Great. Now, imagine a sausage floating through the air. Keep your eyes closed. Thank you. Mine are closed as well. So imagine there's a sausage flying through the air with unicorn wings. Wow. Look at that sausage flying through the air with unicorn wings. Bang!
What happened?
I woke you up.
Tammie Brown is a beat poet psychic.
Farmer's stand. I went to the prom in full transvestism drag.
Who?
I did, and in Corpus Christi, Texas, actually, because we went to the Selena Bayfront Auditorium where they did to have Selena's funeral, and they had 5,000 white roses
Wait, what?
for the prom. And when I went to the prom, I had a farmer's tan because I should have rolled my sleeves up or rolled them all the way down.
So you went, wait, didn't you win prom queen?
No, I didn't win prom queen, but I
thought
hung
you
out with the
won
prom
prom
king
queen.
later. He's a
Oh.
friend of mine. He still is.
I thought you won prom
And I
queen.
took a female, Raina Krause. She went as Mel. I went in drag, and then we had the cutest little freshman along with us too, Matt Lynch. Oh my God! Hey, I've always been able to get them in. I'm gonna line them up.
Where is Matt Lynch now?
Oh, he lives actually there in Rockport, Texas. Beautiful house and a nice family,
Really?
and still as handsome as ever. They're a beautiful family.
Oh, I love that.
Uh-huh.
And are you and him still in contact?
Yeah, from time to time.
That's so cool.
Never got the picture of me and Tina, but now with the AI, we could do anything.
Well, you know,
And that's Tina Turner, not Tina as Crystal Meth.
Did you see the Broadway musical of Tina?
I would never. I've already seen Angela Bassett, and we talked about that before on the other podcast. And I don't want to see all that anymore. Besides, I'm going to be too critical, and I don't like the new moves. And they do kill off the mother early, and the mother lived a long life into her 80s as well.
Did she really?
Yeah, Zelma Bullock. But she wasn't very nice to Tina. But most parents, and some parents, and siblings are not always nice.
Well, that's just the way it is, honey.
But you
just have to.
You had one of
Get
the
it on
most
the boat.
best relationships with your mother. She was a pageant queen from Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
What about a tornado there?
The tornadoes are happening everywhere now. Isn't it wild?
You know, I dream about tornadoes.
Do you really? Do you feel like Dorothy?
I think that in the Browns, John Mark, that we should have a tornado scene. Like, you think that's a good idea? He said he wanted action adventure.
He wants tornadoes.
And I dream about tornadoes.
Yeah.
Okay, did you have a tornado experience with your mother?
I do remember there was a tornado one time, and my mom stopped
She's laughing right now.
clearing
because-
us out of the house to get into the bathtub, and we stood out in the front yard and watched the tornado go by.
So you laid in the bathtub? Or then you went in the front yard?
Well, no, she was trying to get us to lay in the bathtub, but we went outside and saw it.
You
And
lay
just
in the
watched it.
bathtub, why?
With a mattress over you. So-
Because or you go lay in a ditch. If there's a tornado, you're going to go lay in a ditch. Why? Because the tornado can't go in. So that's why you lay in a bathtub. And if you get sucked up, you'll be in the bathtub. Just make sure to brace yourself so you don't crack your back. But,
Really?
well, you got to think like that. Or it's a canoe. Hopefully it lands in a tree.
A canoe in a tree?
Well, if you were sitting in a bathtub, all three. Your mom, your brother, and you, because your dad was at the gym. Because he was a
we were
coach,
always
right?
told that. Well, actually, he was out hauling hay.
Oh, hauling hay.
Hauling hay.
My mom had 12 horses once.
Really?
You better believe it.
I love that.
Uh-huh.
Did
Her-
you grow up with horses?
Yes, I even had a horse that was given to me in Mexico. His name was Randolph.
I remember Tammie got so mad at me. We were shooting a scene of the Browns with the horse. And I kept trying to say, can we please get the camera moved over this angle? And she's like, oh, there goes Kelly again, worried about her fucking light. And I'm like, no, I'm trying to get where the horse doesn't kick me in the face. That
Listen,
was hilarious.
sometimes you do wish that the horse would kick you in the face and one of your other personalities would come out. And I'd be in love with it.
How many of my personalities have you met?
I never knew that you had multiple personalities. Can you explain multiple personalities? Your headmates, as you would call it?
Well, yeah, they're like headmates coexisting in my headspace.
Okay, explain that. Because I never knew that. I mean, I've slept on Kelly's couch. I vacation with Kelly. We go together on trips together. We've done it all. We film together. We produce things together. I
And
never
you've
knew
never
this,
known
though.
this about
No.
me? Really?
All I know is that one night I stayed at her house and I dropped one of my little rust trolls. It was under your sofa.
I think she did that on purpose.
No, it was a good luck sign.
It broke the vacuum cleaner. But at least its head popped off. I have headmates coexisting in my headspace.
And how many
And
do you have?
some of them get louder from time to time. There's new ones popping up all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite?
Well, I mean, I do have favorites, but I don't like to say them out loud because the other headmates will hear.
Get jealous?
Well, they won't get jealous, but I just don't want to cause a rift between anyone. It's very peaceful up there, even though there's lots of sounds and action going on.
Do you have any that like anything particular that you personally don't like just as yourself as Kelly?
Well, I would say s'mores.
S'mores.
Yes. I think sometimes they like to put a little bit too much marshmallow and not enough graham cracker
Well, I would
and
agree.
hold it over the heat.
I would agree with you on s'mores. I'm not much into that either.
Well, if it's cooked correctly, it can be divine.
I'd rather burn a marshmallow on the stick.
Really?
Yeah, like Ghostbusters.
Do you like the taste and smell of burnt marshmallows?
I do. I think it's a delicious taffy they have in Provincetown.
Oh, is it really?
And I stretch it out. pull it
So
out.
how are you loving Provincetown? Tell me about it. 'Cause
Well,
I've
I
never
tell you
been.
what, there is some rats there.
Some rats?
Yes, in fact, we're infested with rats. There needs to be some more cats, right? Kill off all the witches. Those goddamn.
So wait, you have rats in
So,
your house that you're
I didn't say my house. What I said, I saw an albino rat in the pack of rats, and the other night I was sitting outside smoking a joint, and I thought it was a bunny, because the bunnies are not afraid. They're running all around there. So anyhow, we don't have enough cats, like I said, or coyotes, right? So anyway, so I thought it was, I thought, well, look, it must be a bunny. But it wasn't a bunny. It was a big rat. And then I went to pull out my phone, and it heard me shuffling for it like the fans
You thought
do
it
on
was
the
a
street.
bunny rabbit?
Yeah, so I was going to, at night, because they are out running around sometimes.
And
then,
you started to pet it?
No, I started to take out my phone to take a picture of it. And guess what happened? I realized it was a rat. And then once it heard me shuffling for the phone, it ran off. But another night, they're running by packs of rats, like 3 of them at a
But why
time.
would
sometimes.
rats live on beaches?
So listen, because they like the imported cheese. If you get what I'm saying, baby, the imported
I think
cheese.
subways are much better for rats.
A Subway?
Yes. I can't imagine them like hanging out on the beach.
Could
Are
you
you sure it
imagine
was a
being a
rat?
conductor?
There's no food on the beach.
Could you imagine being a conductor, right,
Uh-huh.
on the subway in Manhattan,
Yes.
and you're conducting it,
Yes.
okay?
Sorry
You're
for
going
the convenience.
high speed. You see some rats, you run over those all the time, right?
Yes.
But all of a sudden, somebody decides to off themselves, and they jump in front of you.
Shut up.
It happens all the time. Because I have a friend, friend of my friend Lily, her husband, actually, they're in New York City, and Farmdale, New York. And he hit somebody, bam, and he took, leave for several days. But it happens all the time. People commit suicide it's not publicized on the 5 o'clock news or anything, but it happens all the time.
Really?
People commit suicide like that.
Why?
In a New York minute.
Trigger moment. But why would you choose that one?
Anything can change because it's fast. It's better than drinking bleach. Hello. Think of all those poor fucks, with Donald Trump when COVID happened and they were drinking Pine Sol and whatnot.
Really? It's got the shakes over it. Really?
Infuriates
full
me.
on Parkinson's at this
It
point.
infuriates me. Well, what about Katharine
It's
Hepburn?
insane. It's
Katharine
absolutely
Hepburn,
insane.
know?
We're living in insane times. But no, please tell me that many people don't throw themselves in front of a subway.
They do. It's
on
a
a
fact.
daily basis in New York City.
Yes.
Listen.
Well, I mean, imagine that. That's the question I asked you. What would you feel like if you saw somebody commit suicide, like, bam, right on the glass?
Well, of course I'd feel awful. I mean, I would try to do everything I could to save them, I'm assuming. But, there's just, listen, I guess there's just moments that you just can't fix.
Okay.
Well,
Poignant
this is
question
certainly
here.
taking a dark turn, hasn't
Well, I
it?
mean, this is yin and yang, right? So black or white, what color?
Did you hear that they just, in El Paso, Texas, they banned students from being able to wear all black to school?
Well, yeah, because they're satanic worshipers. And you know that white, in the theory of colors, is the absence of color, and black is all the color. Bam! I mean, that's a
Exactly.
fact, though, in theory, because I do have an associate's degree, and with a degree that is no
Where
longer...
did you get your degree?
At Brooks College, but it's no longer affiliated to the college or anything, so my degree is no longer valid, and I still owe Sally Mae several.
Was this like Trump University?
And like he had one as well. Yes, of course, for profit schools that I ended up in. It was on It was on the 60 Minutes and everything else, and I still owe Sally Mae the John Hancock
Did you
law.
get an actual diploma?
Question: John Hancock. What's that mean? John Hancock.
Signature?
Signature. How do you feel about the John Hancock law?
I don't know the John Hancock law.
John Hancock law is...
Tell me, Tammie
is
Brockovich.
written down that once you sign something, you're sealed for life. Even if they sold you shit, and, you have to eat the shit because that's what they sold you and you signed it. Even they blindly, yes, it's a fact. It's like any of those kind of things, they're covered because you signed the contract.
So they have, and this is called the John Hancock law?
Yeah, so like if somebody sells you shit, they know they're selling you shit, but you signed it, you still have to pay for the shit.
Really?
Well, that's the whole signature thing, John Hancock.
Interesting.
I think we need to change that in this nation. Because everybody says, oh, well, you signed it. Excuse me?
I didn't sign that.
Yes, you did. It's right here.
Nope.
Pay the way.
Everything's electronic signature now anyway.
We're taking it away.
Electronic signature.
We're taking it away.
I never like any of the penmanship selections when I'm doing my little docu-signs. I never can decide which one I want to choose. I'm like, well, I like that one, but it looks very flowery. They might not take me seriously. So then I go over and choose Aruba or something.
And
it's
which
too
headmate is
professional.
that? Which headmate is that?
This is called
Karl Lagerfeld. What about Lucia Mendez? How do you feel about her?
I love Lucia Mendez.
How do you feel about Lucia Mendez?
I think Lucia Mendez really knows how to shake, rattle, and roll.
What do you think about her wax figure here in Hollywood?
Well, I think it's a catastrophe.
Hey, it's after the surgeries. What do you think about her emceeing the new Mexico RuPaul's Drag Race?
I think that's even better.
I miss Valentina.
Oh, where is Valentina? ¿Dónde está?
Ay, Valentina está por acá, por allá, pero así luciéndose muy bella.
Oh.
Luciéndose muy bella. Luciéndose muy bella.
Ella
Mi
es
cariño.
muy bella.
And you know she's a Taurus and I'm a Virgo, so...
Sí.
Ay, ay, ay.
I see a little fantasy going on there. Maybe some vanilla
And it
flavor.
does come from Mexico. There's 3 types of vanilla that come from Mexico.
Really? What are they?
Next question, please. What do you think about marijuana not being legalized in Texas?
I can't believe that because it's legalized in Oklahoma, and I can't believe that it's legalized in Oklahoma. That blows my mind. Oklahoma is so conservative. So if it's legalized in Oklahoma, why can't it be legalized in Texas? We're literally in the same space.
What do you think about Governor Abbott, the one in the wheelchair,
I
Hot
think
Wheels?
he's fucking awful. I think he is so fucking awful. I think they're all fucking creepy as fuck. Like, it just blows my mind that, like, anyone could even listen to any of that bullshit.
What about
and
Ann
think it's just
Richardson?
I love Ann Richardson.
And they wrote a musical on
her
Ann Richardson.
motor. Did they really?
Yes,
I
there's
wanna
a
play
musical on Ann Richardson, and she was the governor of Texas.
Oh, God.
Right?
I love her so much.
Get back to the 90s.
Get back. Get back.
JoJo was a
Get
man who
back to where
thought
we
he was
started
alone.
from.
Hey, I can Tina Turner cover the song. Get back, Loretta. Your mama's waiting for you with her long neck sweater. Give her her high heel shoes. Get back. Were you ever taken out to hunt deer, venison?
Was I ever taken out to be hunted?
No, to hunt.
No, God, no. I was so lucky that my dad was not into guns or hunting or all that stuff.
Really?
No, did you?
Yeah, I went hunting, fishing, surfing. I've done well, hunting and surfing is a different thing, but yeah, I've done all that.
Wait, I thought all this was as an adult.
As
You
a-
did this as a child?
What do you mean, hunting as an adult?
Uh-huh.
I mean, I gotta pretend I'm some sort of prey seeker, but
She knows how to catch her own dinner if she needs to.
well, I will tell you something. I find the specimens walking down the street.
She'll shed a snake if she has to.
I would skin that snake, dry it out, and make a head wrap with it.
She'll sell it as beef jerky at the Love's cafeteria.
I have had fried rattlesnake. Have you?
I have not. Is it good? Tastes like chicken?
Why does everybody say it tastes like chicken?
Everyone says everything else tastes like chicken that's not chicken.
What I like to say is it tastes like chicken fry.
Chicken fry.
Maybe the definition or the
I love
title should be
that.
chicken fry,
Ooh,
not
yeah.
chicken, because everything has its own taste.
Right.
I mean, have you ever had rooster?
I have not.
Stringy. And sometimes
Ooh,
strings like
that's
strings in your teeth, you know?
serious?
Strings in your teeth.
No,
Rooster
ooh,
meat is string in your
no,
teeth. And I'm going to tell you,
ew.
have you ever
Oh my God, are
chick-
you serious?
chicken beak motherfucker?
No.
Chicken beak motherfucker. Let me tell you something. So when I was a child, can I share with you?
Oh my God, you're eating like their intestines.
I didn't say I love livers.
my
Do you like
God, I
livers? Do you
can't.
like livers,
Stop, I'm gonna
Kelly?
get
Do you like
sick.
livers? Do you like gizzards?
Shut
I
up, I'm
love
gonna
fried
get
gizzards,
sick.
chicken fried
Oh my God, I'm
gizzards,
gonna
chicken
throw
fried
up.
lizards, and I love chicken
Y'all, I'm so
necks.
serious.
But I don't like chicken feet. Have you ever had a chicken foot?
No.
How about a pickled pork's foot? Well, I mean, that question didn't go so well. Okay, back to topics. Have you been to Louisiana?
Yes.
Where did you go in Louisiana? Baton
New
Rouge?
Orleans.
New Orleans. How many times have you been to New Orleans?
I went there my first time with my parents. We went for the Sugar Bowl on New
The
Year's
Sugar
Eve.
Bowl.
My daddy was a football coach.
Uh-huh.
We went to the Sugar Bowl and we went to Bourbon Street, downtown New Orleans on New Year's Eve. And I got some mummers.
What are mummers?
The dramatic mask, the emoji, the theater, the actor, the happy, the
so
tragic
the fingers,
comedy,
the hands,
the
this,
sad.
that, sparkle?
And then I went there. I've been there several times as an adult. And it's literally one of my favorite places in the world. And they have such good music. And all the
Now,
Franco lives there now.
Have you been to Baton Rouge, Louisiana?
I have been to Baton Rouge, but only to the Waffle House.
Waffle houses are all common around the South. They're gonna
Everywhere.
What is it?
Everywhere.
Tennessee.
That's the only time I've been to Baton Rouge. It was just a drive-by.
Oh, that's it.
Why? Have you spent adequate amounts of time there?
I was thinking about El Paso, Texas, and you've been to Juarez,
El
correct?
Paso is where Tony's from.
And your lifetime companion is Tony, correct?
He is.
Uh-huh.
Tony Subia, Antonos.
Uh-huh.
Yes, he's from El Paso. I've been there many times. I love El Paso. And we go across the border over to Juarez.
Where all those women were missing.
Oh, here we go.
And
Tell
there's
me
also
about
the
women who
famous
went missing.
star there is from there as well.
Who?
Huh?
Who?
He's deceased.
Well, do you ever realize that all of your stories end with death?
Well, of course. That's what people like from me. They like death. They like
I
morbid
love
things.
that about you.
Well, it sells, so I might as well sell what sells, right?
Did you ever find out who the dead body was?
Well, I will tell you that when I was a child living in the same region where I lived in Texas, in Rockport, Fulton, Texas, as a child too, and my cousins found a dead body. There was this woman that got
But
croaked,
did you ever find out
and they
who
found
your
her out there
dead
in the
body
field.
was?
After they'd cleared all the oak trees and everything, there was a field out there. It wasn't a peanut film.
Did you ever find out who
Film.
the dead body was?
Well, I know it wasn't a mannequin. That's for sure.
But did you ever find out who?
Who it was?
Yes.
That's none of your goddamn business.
All right, we're gonna play a little. Look at what you've done to the notes from the podcast.
I'm glad that I've been able to enthuse you in such a way, with such momentum, such vigor. In this world of affectation, you're giving me the zeal, the anticipation to express myself. Thank you, Kelly Mantle, and thank you for bringing me on your new show.
I didn't use one of these notes. All right, so we're gonna play word association. Are you ready?
Yes.
Antique.
Malls are cool, but it doesn't mean that it's a real antique mall, because antiques have to be 100 years and older, and those things are vintage. Thank you. And it's funny to go in there and things that were 20 years ago were in my lifetime, and I'm 43, and I said, wow, it went by so fast. Hurry up.
What was
Too bad you're not RuPaul. You would have a monitor in your ear.
censorship?
Censorship. I would say modern day cancel culture is a form of censorship.
Really?
You better believe it.
Interesting.
McCarthyism, modern day censorship, which also could be cancel culture. It's my experience. Don't fuck with it. Where's yours? Now, another word association. Please make it quick. Lickety split it.
Revolver.
Bang, bang. On the door, baby.
Bang, bang. On the door, baby.
Your tin roof is what?
Rusted.
Shout out to Mama Roo, groovy.
Love shack,
Baby, love shack. Afro puff, blow it out.
shack, baby, love shack.
Brady Bunch. She was wearing one on there too. Next question. And Nicole Smith. I would give a word association with that. How about for you?
Anna Nicole Smith. A star.
She was going to be in the movie The Mask. Now, okay, ask
Was
another.
she?
Yeah, word association, mask.
Playing Cher's role?
I was thinking The Mask with Jim Carrey.
Oh, I thought you meant the movie Mask with Cher.
Oh, that's the elephant boy guy.
He's not an elephant.
What do they call it? Elephantitis. Back. I'm not. This is not a read. This is not some come for me cancel culture. Next question, please. Word association. God, you're making me sick.
Oh,
That's a joke, please. I love Kelly.
radiation.
Oh, radiation. Makes me think of this girl who had alopecia. No, she was really rude about it. And she was like, she pulled her wig off in a restaurant.
You can also think about radiating light, radiating something beautiful.
Well, it's making me ooze
is.
what happened with this
Absolutely.
crazy fan of mine. She was really crazy, and she had alopecia, and she was taking her wig off.
Well, maybe she
and we were in a
pulled her
restaurant
hair
together
out, so
in
she was
Salem,
so-
Massachusetts, And she was Tammie. And then she told my friend Giselle.
How
she's
come,
like,
how come
"Tammie."
everyone sounds like a Bulgarian boy?
Well, because they're so inspiring. Hello. Every rose has its thorns. And she was like, "Tammie, you tell Tammie she can take her wig off." And I'm like, "I'm not going to take my wig off." Yes. And she's like, "Tammie." And she pulled her wig off in front of me. And this is awful. In a
Tammie,
restaurant.
this story has taken so many dark turns.
So then she pulled her wig off and put it on the table in the rrestaurant and was encouraging me to take mine off as well. It was a bizarre coincidence.
Why did you take it off?
No! Why would I do that? Me with my little nylon cap on?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And set it on the dinner
with my
table?
nylon cap on, you know what I mean? Dweeter. Okay, next question, please. We have 10 minutes to go.
No.
I asked her. Isn't that fun? I want like some more. There's so much fun. I'm having so much fun.
Well,
I thought you were doing the monologues before I got on stage.
here.
What I said to her that really cracked us up is I said, "I thought you were doing the monologues before I got on stage, which would be set here behind the counter."
A little BTS for your nerves. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on today's podcast. I am captured here by the one and only Tammie Brown from Brockport, Fulton, Texas.
Hometown hero. I knew that you could speak on this fucking podcast so fucking good. You were gonna make their pussies and their loose assholes pick up gravel. And their dicks will be so moist, they're gonna stick to the kitty litter. Ooh, ooh. Staying alive, staying alive. Ooh, 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 ooh. Staying alive, staying alive. Wow, John Travolta, you look so cool, you crazy, crazy jet setter.